I'm just prepping my electric smoker. I've had some bacon soaking in a brine. It's really just a curing agent and some salt. Had it in the liquid for about a week in my meat lugs. I'll show you the bacon in a minute, but I'm just prepping the smoker so that I can put the bacon in here in about half an hour. We are doing our second batch of bacon. I butchered one pig this year, and it was much bigger than when we normally butcher. So we got more than I can smoke in this little electric smoker in one time. So I'm doing a second batch, and then I'll have one more batch after that. So I've just put an aluminum foil in the bottom because there's a lot of drippings. Here's the old wood chips from the last time. I actually smoked ham a couple of weeks ago from the same pig. So I'm going to freshen up these wood chips. Probably going to use apple wood today for the bacon. And I'll show you the rest of the steps here along the way. So I'm going to use the apple wood chips today with this batch of bacon. I have used hickory in the past, and I even sometimes use oak when I'm smoking things, whether it's a chicken or pork roast, ham. Applewood seems to be my favorite and everyone else's favorite here when we're doing the bacon. So I'll show you how I load that up, and I'm going to preheat this smoker and get it smoking before I put the meat in there. Hopefully you can see this okay. Sun's kind of bright. Oh, it's the middle of February and probably 8 o'clock in the morning. It's very nice out. We've had 40 degrees or better for the last 3 days. It's been so nice. I really don't want to be in the house. Just looking for things to do outdoors. So here's another thing. So I'm filling it up with some applewood chips. To get this thing, and this just slides down here. There's a little electric heating element. Sits on top of that. And as I close this, I'm going to preload this too while I'm at it. This just catches any drippings, keeps it cleaner in here, and I have shelves to put in. Might as well get them preheated as well. I'll bring the bacon out here in about half an hour once it's smoking really well. I'm missing a shelf. I'll grab that. So this is my little smoker, master built. It's electric, which I really like. Turn the power on. What does that say? 38 degrees right now. That's probably the outdoor temperature. So I'm going to set the temperature. I want to get it smoking. So I gotta get that up pretty high here in the beginning. I like to put it at about 200 degrees, and then I will set the time for like 8 hours, and there it goes. So it's gonna preheat. It's gonna get the wood chips going. The smoke is gonna be started. Then when I put the bacon in here, I will actually turn the temperature down. Well, the smoker is up to temperature now. I'm gonna put the pork in there, the bacon. Got paper towels on here, just absorbing some of the moisture from soaking. When I take the bacon out of the brine, I do it 12 hours before I smoke. And then I let it in the refrigerator, just sit overnight, and it forms what's called a pellicle. Pellicle is sort of a protein layer that builds up on the outer edge. A little bit sticky, a little bit wet. And it also seems to help the smoke stick a little bit better to the meat. There they go. Now I'm going to turn the temperature down to about 175, and I'll leave it at that temperature for about 3 or 4 hours. And then we'll check on it later. Well, I think it's time to check on the bacon. I misspoke before about the temperature. When I first set this up, I brought it up to temperature about 200 degrees, and when I turned it back down to 175, I sort of lost my smoke. It wasn't hot enough. So I bumped it back up. Let's see, I'm at 195 right now, and have had a nice smoke going. Been about 3 hours of smoke. So I'm going to take a look inside and see what it's looking like. I just want to make sure the temperature on the meat, when it's finished, it should be 155 on the inside. I'll check probably the thickest piece of bacon that I have. Okay, we're going to open it up, take a peek inside. As you can see, meat is smoking. It's taking on a little bit of color even from the smoke. I have one piece down here very thick. I'm going to check the temperature inside that one. I don't suspect that it's done yet, but it might be. What do we read? Well, that big one, 159. Check up here. See, that one's pretty close. It's 148. On the top, 151.2. It's actually almost cooked all the way through. So after checking the temperatures, the meat is cooking quite well. It's taking on a lot of smoke. I'm actually going to leave the temperature about where it is. I decided to give it about another hour of just absorbing smoke, and then we'll come back and we'll turn up the heat on the smoker and finish it off. I'm going to add a few more wood chips in there just to make sure the smoke doesn't run out. I said I was going to let it smoke for about 1 more hour before I turn up the temperature and finish it off. I want to make sure I don't run out of wood chips. As you can see, I'm on the outside. I can just add some chips in here. As I rotate that, it dumps down into that tray right above that heating element. It'll continue to smolder and produce more smoke. Okay, the bacon's been in there long enough. It's up to temperature. The meat is fully cooked. And it's been in here probably a total of 6 hours. 3 hours on lower heat, and now actually 4 hours on low heat, and then about 2 hours on a little higher heat. So I'm going to pull the bacon out now. I'm going to shut the power off, and I'll give you a peek inside as I open the door. There it is. Probably going to burn my hands. What I'll do with it now is I'll take them out of here, set them on the rack, and I'll put them in the fridge overnight. It really lets it sort of set up and stiffen, and really makes for easier slicing. Now I'll see if I can get them out of here without burning myself too much or spilling all over the ground. The dog will be sniffing over here for days. Sure wish you could smell this, but I think you can imagine smoky bacon smell. Smoky bacon smell. Makes my mouth water just thinking about it. This one's a little bit odd shape. Of course, I'm not reselling any of this, so I don't really mind that it looks odd. It's all about the flavor. Well, let's see if I can get this in the house without dropping them. Let them cool off in the fridge.